Welcome to the Axiom. New file detected. Launching file.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Leo, and today we are continuing the Where the Water Tastes Like Wine file. Where we last left off, we had finished up Jimmy's and Dupree's stories, and now we are going to do something. I'm not 100% sure. But we're going to go ahead and evolve a story. The half-finished bridge, about the wild man of the forest, the story of the stranger in the woods. Alright, so I have some good news. I had a friend over, one of my friends, yesterday, and he figured out how to stop my PC from sounding like a jet engine when I record this game. And apparently the solution was to turn the graphics all the way down to fastest, which is the lowest graphics quality you can do. So sorry if the game looks bad. But also, apparently, turning VSync on somehow caused it to calm down. So because it was off by default, and I thought turning it on would make it worse, but we experimented and turning it on somehow calmed the computer down. So hopefully you'll be hearing a lot less interference when I talk. But yeah, today we're gonna go ahead and see. I don't remember who was next. I think it was like Rose or Rocio or Bertha. It was one of them. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just continue onward to top of map exploration. We're gonna continue along the south. We might go up and see Shaw, just because he's nearby, so we can take care of him really quick. And then we'll continue heading west to whoever we end up seeing next. So yeah, I'll be right back. We'll go ahead and evolve the story. The singer-actress. The story of the travelers cursed to travel across America for 100 years. Okay. Fair enough. So I actually have a funny story. So yesterday when my friend was over, he, while we were experimenting with the options, my character became sleepy, and then he spontaneously died. So apparently, if you let yourself run out of sleep, you die. You just straight up, it takes you to the death screen. I've already seen this. So, yeah. After that happened, I immediately alt-tabbed and closed the window. And it looks like in doing that, it didn't save me dying because it spawned me where I was originally. So, yeah. That was entertaining, but at the same time, I'm very glad it did not save that I died. Okay, so yeah, I'll be right back once I reach Shaw. Am I going the right way? Okay, no, I need to head north now. Okay. Okay, I have gotten here and I've swapped out stories. Let's go ahead and visit Shaw. Cold iron shackles and a ball and chain.
I suppose most expect a Negro to end up in prison. Yeah, there's two kinds in my estimation. There's a prison with bars, where they lock you up after they decided you'd done a crime. And there's also the prison without bars. That's everywhere else, if you look hard enough. So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay?
Sure. Alright, my computer is still sounding like a jet engine, but it is, I think it's running better, which should be fine. I have no idea. Tell the story of the dead man by the abandoned railway around San Antonio, because I do want to evolve that one.
I hear you. I felt some strange sadness, yes. When you get a glimpse of real freedom after being away from it for so long, you forget what it was. That can break you. But anyway, you know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight.
So he's sad. Let me see. Okay, so I have 1-2 story, which is the man who swam to escape his troubles. But I think I can get away with telling 1 stories because I do want to evolve some of these. So I'm gonna do tell the story of the white deer in the Northeast.
Body and soul. I'm free now. After all those years of hard labor, they let me go. Kind of felt like being fired from a job. You got any exciting stories? Anything that'll get my heart going?
I do. I'm wondering if I should tell a one for this one as well. Tell the story of the cops arming to take on the strike in Minneapolis. I think this one's thrilling.
Damn, there's one surprising tale. Authority. Well, in the Union they called us communists, and they called my jailers tyrants. If they tyrants, then they're all the more evil for how easy it gets to live like that, doing only what they say once you get used to it.
Yeah, because like I know a lot of slaves after they were free. And these days, a lot of them just went to sharecropping, which is basically the same thing, but you get like a share of what you make. It's been a while since I've learned about sharecropping, but I know it wasn't good.
But tell me, what's the wildest thing you've seen out there so far?
Let's see. Tell the story of the spectral riders who hunt the ghosts of Buffalo.
Now that's a story to keep a man on the edge of his seat.
Oh, this is not voiced. I don't have a home.
Realizing that you have nothing and belong nowhere feels both like death and freedom at the same time. You got any exciting stories? Anything that'll get my heart going?
Yeah, I'm sure I do. Yeah, I'll tell the story of Pecos Bill, who rode a tornado up and down the Midwest.
Damn, there's one surprising tale. Joy? Nothing more satisfying than a routine. Wake up, eat, work, eat, sleep. Regular, easy. Here's the sun. I got to go. My road takes me up this way, but if we meet again, I'll be glad to talk.
Okay.
What is a man owed in this life, do you think? I never think I ask or want for much. Just food, shelter, fair pay for honest work.
That makes sense.
Is it selfish? I truly have to wonder. Is it selfish to feel like you're owed anything at all? Even that? Tell me, brother, what was it that you wanted? What did life bring you instead?
Shaw's Life and Times. Okay, chapter 3 now available. We'll go ahead and evolve a story since we did tell quite a few stories. The Kindly Old Man. The wandering man murdered by his romantic rival. It's the story of the dead man by the abandoned railway. Okay, let me really quick swap out stories before I see Shaw again, because there were some that he already knew, and I want to swap out all the ones that I told him. Okay. I did swapping out of stories again. I tried to focus, since he was asking for thrilling and sad stories. I tried to focus a bit more on those, but I did swap out everything that I had already told him. I swapped in a lot more 3 stories. So hopefully this goes well. Let's go ahead and do chapter 3 for Shaw. Promised Land Calling. Alright, this is his final chapter.
When they let me out, I needed work. Weren't too particular to staying in Alabama after I seen the way those men's eyes went looking at me. My son was headed up to Chicago, and I wrote him a letter.
So is this a... Interesting. So this is a stork with a bunch of the tarot cards all over him. And he has 2 pairs of wings. But as far as I can tell, he only has 1 body.
He made it sound like a paradise. Money falling out of your ears up north. Money spilling out of your pockets. White men who actually met your gaze and said hello, he told me. And at that, I laughed. As I made my way to Chicago, I felt a bit like Moses, if I'm honest. I felt as if the country was splitting to make a path for me. Path to a new life.
But I doubt Chicago was any different when it really came down to it.
But tell me, what's the wildest thing you've seen out there so far?
Or maybe he's currently making his way to Chicago. I don't know. Wildest thing I've seen out there? He wants a thrilling story. Let's go ahead and involve this one to its fullest. Tell the story of the shootout between the female bootleggers and the cops.
Now that's a story to keep a man on the edge of his seat. Authority. Yeah. The whites up north would greet you by name. Until they thought you were getting too familiar. Then they let you know just where you belong. You got any good happy stories? Where things work out for someone, maybe?
Let's go ahead and evolve this one. Oh no, wait. Yes, tell the story of the lounge singer who passed on unknowable secrets in every song.
That was a good one. Wish I could have your stories around when I'm in a dark place, you know? Love is one of those fussy woman's things. I'm not supposed to have it, so I don't.
Interesting way of looking at it. Also a bit sad.
But anyway, you know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what Jimmy was missing. Variety. Oh, he already knows that one. Let's see, tragedies. I think this one's sad, as if I recall correctly. Tell the story of the vigilantes who hunt grave robbers across the Midwest.
Body and soul. We all choose who to be. There's a line where your dignity and your hunger meet. And whether or not you cross it, that's what makes you the kind of man you are.
Also, I don't think I've commented on this before. I really like Shaw's voice actor. Like, he's doing a fantastic job.
But anyway, now I feel like hearing a hopeful story. Got any of those?
Absolutely. Tell the story of millions of colorful butterflies sweeping across the sky.
Good to hear a story that's more happy than the world really is. Nice to escape. My joy? That's simple.
Oh, I'm looking at him again. I don't think he's a stork. I think he's a heron. Yeah, I think he's a heron.
Sometimes all it takes is the promise of something new, something different, to make a smile split your face. You got any good happy stories where things work out for someone, maybe?
Yeah, I think I have one more. Tell the story of the ring which grants wishes.
Good to hear a story that's more happy than the world really is. Nice to escape. Is heaven for me? Or is it for my son and his sons and his sons? That's what I wonder now. And that's what I'm sure my father wondered. And that's how I got here. Still wandering, still looking. Maybe somewhere out there's a promised land. But I ain't seen it. Have you?
Isn't that what I'm looking for as well? Isn't that what they said I'm looking for at the beginning of the game? The promised land?
It's nice to sit and talk a while on occasion. But the way you're looking, it tells me you got somewhere to be. Why don't you go on there? And if you end up in that promised land, then send for me after.
Achievement unlocked. Shaw. Alright, did I get anything from him? A single long white heron's tail feather with a black tip. Yeah, so it was a heron. Okay. Next up, we're going to continue west. Or should I head... I could head north to Althea. But I think I'd rather head west. He did. Go out a little bit more. To... I could go and see the Spanish woman. I don't remember what her name is. Fidelina. But yeah, let's go ahead and head, you know what, we'll go ahead and... You know what, we'll head north. We'll head north and see Althea. Alright, let's go ahead and evolve a story. The native Robin Hood who takes back the precious artifacts stolen from his people. Huh. Okay, the story of the vigilantes who hunt grave robbers, but highly embellished. Interesting, okay. Let's go ahead and swap some stuff out. Okay, did some swapping. Let's go ahead and talk to Althea. Friend of the devil.
Giving up is its own peculiar kind of joy. Ain't nothing like it. No man so good, no smoke so deep. When the devil found me, I was on the edge of that cliff. He had seen deep inside me. He knew. And we made a deal. I'm in the mood for a good, hopeful story. You got any?
Yeah, whoops, not what I wanted. Tell the story of the blessed lighthouse sanctuary where souls in love could find respite.
It's good to light the darkness every once in a while. Love. My brother dying sucked the love right out of me. Never been back to Memphis since then. Ooh, how about a story about the dark and scary things in the world?
Sure. Tell the story of the abandoned farmhouse by Minneapolis.
Oh, that's a scary one. Past asked me, she was a beautiful one. I made myself look like a lady. I bought dresses and jewels. I had my hair done every day, my short nails buffed so they shine. I was beautiful once. You can't tell, but I was beautiful once. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Tell the story of a gunshot man left to die on the streets of St. Louis. Yeah.
I'd drink to that. Yeah, there's some sadness I owe. Sadness I should have had, but never did. You see, Mama never told me Marcus was sick. Tell me a story to make me laugh. I could use a chuckle.
All right. Tell the story of the singers who sang their disgusting, lustful songs during a church service.
Oh boy, that's a good one. I thought it was joy I was feeling back then. When the devil took something out of me, I felt something like happiness. I'd been given so many promises by then. I knew this was the only way to make it all happen. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
All right, we'll tell a one story if I have one, just so it has the chance to evolve. I might do that one. She already knows the sparkling tent city. Tell the story of the scab with the black eye.
That's like a song. Pretty and sad. Authority. I pushed back against the man in charge before. There's a few towns where I have a reputation. I don't get along with folks. Can you blame me? When you've been played, you start to want to play others. The sun is up. One more night gone. I'm headed down the road this way, but maybe we'll see each other again. And I'll tell you about how it all went wrong.
I'd love to hear it.
Thought it would last forever. You understand, I was not just a star. I was an inventor. No one played guitar like me. No one. I deserved what I had. I thought it would last forever. It should have.
I wonder if it ended up... Well, I mean, deals with the devil, whoever the devil may be in this situation, never turn out good. Let's go ahead and evolve the story. The deer which chose death over enslavement. Okay. Let me really quick go ahead and swap out stories. All right. We have reached Althea. I already did my story swapping. Let's go ahead and see what else is in store. Shadows in the Flames.
There's a song called Good Rockin' Tonight, written by Roy Brown. When I heard it, I thought, there ain't nothing special.
So this is very clearly, she's turned to stone. She's under control of the devil, and the devil is what made, like, he's holding the flame in her guitar because, like, he's presumably what made her music sound good. I don't know that for sure, but he's the one who, like, made her famous, maybe. I don't get the symbolism with Shaw's heron, but this one I think I get a little bit more.
Sounds like a gospel. but it's about making love. Ain't the sort of thing they play on the radio. And I heard it again. Wynoni Harris sang it. Then it was something else. Then I knew exactly the deal Wynoni made. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
So, is she saying she made, like, a deal to only sing songs that were already popular or that were sang by men? Is that what she's saying? Let's see, tragedy. This is sad. Tell the story of the violin which could only be played true by its owner.
Oh, now that pain. The past and my dreams. So I wish I didn't dream no more. I wish I could forget Marcus's young face last time I saw him. I wish I could forget soft beds and liquor that don't burn your throat. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Sure. Let me see. Tell the story of the man who swam into the ocean to escape his troubles.
That's like a song. Pretty and sad. The future? It ain't for me. Same griefs as today, stretching out to infinity. Sometimes I check to see if I'm a ghost. Maybe I died when I met the devil. Been haunting y'all ever since. Ooh, you got any stories with a bit of excitement to them?
So, she hasn't really described what the deal actually was. Maybe I'm correct in thinking that it was a, you know, the, sing songs are already popular. She wants, yeah, thrilling story. Not tell the story of the women who drove into dust storms in the name of science.
Ain't that exciting? I'll tell you about my home. I sleep in a one-room apartment. My mattress is dirty. The windows are drafty. My cabinets are empty. I'm in the mood for a good, hopeful story. You got any?
I do. Tell the story of the rising workers' movement in New York.
Oh, that one made me smile. What's freedom to me? Some say that when we end, that's freedom. I wish I could find comfort in the notion of death, but I know what waits for me beyond the veil. Those sunken eyes like a deep, dark pit. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
I wonder if she actually did, I wonder if she actually thinks she met the devil. We'll go ahead and this should do it. Tell the story of the wandering man murdered by his romantic rival.
I'd drink to that. Sadness. Well, you ever wake up already silently screaming in your head? Have you ever begged for 10 cents? You ever bite your nails to the quick? You ever look at a flower and hate it? So I lay me here, guitar in one hand, bottle in the other. I wanted to be the best blues singer in the world, but the world left me. The devil don't give even deals. He knows you better than you know yourself. The devil gave me everything, but he took everything too.
Is it like he gave her the ability to play really well, but took away all of the fame or something?
There's no running left in me. Don't weep for me. I will die here. Those young bucks, they don't even know why they strum like that now. Listen here. It was me. It was me who made this world. That's all I have now, and I need you to know this. I made the world that ruined me. So are we done here? I done laid myself bare for you. That's all there is to me now. My drink, my smoke, my guitar, my gutted body. You got something to say to me, or am I gonna have to play it out of you?
Achievement unlocked, Althea. And I got a glowing blue flame, the soul of a musician without choices. Huh. So she never was able to play what she wanted to play, I guess. Maybe that's it. She only played what was popular. She never played any original stuff. Let me see. Who would be next? I'll probably head south to Fidelina, and that's where we will go next. Or maybe Roy, since he's on the way. Let's go ahead and evolve a story, and then I'll hitchhike. The future New York, a worker's paradise. Okay. Alright, did my swapping, did my travel. Let's go ahead and speak to, I believe this is Roy. Actually, let's go ahead and evolve something. Wild story about the radio man who left his job on land to provide an AM station to mermaids? Stranger version of the story, the man who swam to the ocean to escape his troubles? Interesting. Green glass.
Hey, good to see you, amigo. Seems like the desert didn't swallow you up after all. This place is changing. You ever see those big clouds rise up over the San Andreas? That's where the ranch was. They say the bombs they were testing turned all that white sand to green glass.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I heard about those stories with the atom bomb. When they were testing the atom bomb, it was so hot that it melted all of the sand into glass. But were they testing those types of bombs in the 30s?
Feels
I
like
guess that
everyone's
makes
trying
sense.
to take their own piece of the frontier and use it for God knows what. All that land, fenced up, shut down, signs reading, keep out, no trespassing, turn back, get lost. The longer and farther Poncho and I ride, the more barriers we seem to come across. What good's a cowboy without an open range? But anyway, amigo, what's the most exciting thing you've seen out here on the road?
Thrilling. Tell the story of the shootout between the female bootleggers and the cops.
You live an exciting life, amigo. Authority. Talking about the people in charge? Well, this desert don't belong to nobody. And no one's got the authority to draw lines in the sand, especially not with steel and asphalt. But anyway, you know any sad stories, amigo?
Yeah, I actually want to tell this one. Tell the story of the conflicted WPA worker around Billings. Actually, is there one in here I can tell? I'll tell this one actually. Tell the story of the stabbed and bleeding bull near Jackson.
Oh, come on, amigo. You and I can skip that happy fake stuff, all right?
Is that happy?
When I see those roads and their telephone lines cutting up the skyline, well, sometimes I daydream about it all blowing away like sand.
He's living in a different time.
But anyway, you know some funny stories, right?
Yeah. Is this one funny? I don't remember. Tell the story of the jackrabbit and the cat in California.
Oh, come on. I can tell that's a tall tale.
That must be hopeful. Crap.
Home? A lawman don't like it when you tell him you ain't got a permanent address. Too many folks think a home is a building. For me, it's where I lay my head when I get tired. So, you know any good jokes?
I might have to... Do I have a 3? Okay, I do have a 3-1 to make up for everything I've done. Tell the story of the hoary raven who got wise by eating the eyes of wise men.
You're funny as hell, you know that? The past, it wasn't so bad. Back on the ranch, it was hard work, day in and day out. But I took for granted what it meant to have steady pay and folks who gave a damn about my well-being. Nowadays, my work and my well-being are on my own shoulders. I bet you've seen some really wild, exciting stuff out there, though. Tell me about it.
Alrighty. We'll go ahead and go with a 3-1 for this one, too. Tell the story of Pecos Bill who rode a tornado up and down the Midwest.
What a story. Man, I'd never go bored sharing a campfire with you. Joy, you ever get to see a desert rain? No matter where you are, everything from the cacti to the coyotes, I swear you can see them all dancing for joy. Gonna lose too much water if I keep going on like that. And the sun's rising too. Time to get going. My path takes me this way, out across the desert. I'll see you some other time, amigo.
I like this guy. He's like... It is sad that he's stuck in another time. But, I mean, time is changing and you have to adapt to that. The singer-actress... The indescribable horror living in the farmhouse cellar. Alright, we'll finish Roy in this episode. I just want to make sure that I have, stuff. Alright. The Sinner's Church, where in worship of Satan the congregation sings dirty songs during the service. Okay, well I took the train to Denver because I was having a really hard time trying to cross the river and the Rockies, but now we finally ended up. I'm assuming, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and finish Roy's story and then we'll end the episode. Red Sky. Huh. So yeah, his way of life is dying. He's being held down. If he's tangled up with barbed wire and his horse is dead. He doesn't say anything?
Keep moving there, stranger. You wouldn't want me to... Oh, it's you. Sorry about that, amigo. Been quite a while. This desert sun will bleach your memory. Raymond Edward Dawson, or Riotin' Ray. It's all over the posters now with a hefty sum attached to them. I'm going by Will now. This here's my new horse, Ghosts.
Huh. What happened to Poncho, and what happened to get you... Riding Ray?
Couldn't stand seeing those damn fences no more, so I started cutting them. Landed me in the clink a few times, but I got good at cutting through there, too.
So he's refusing to adapt. The world is adapting around. The world is changing around him, but he's trying to change it back, and it's not working.
But anyway, you know some funny stories, right?
I do. Where's the leather man? I think I'll tell that one. Tell the story of the leather man who has walked a route across Connecticut for 200 years.
You're funny as hell, you know that? Can't trust no one out here, now that I got a bounty on my head. All I can do is get to a place where my face don't mean nothing to nobody. So, you know any good jokes?
Just funny stories, huh? Tell the story of the trapped ghost who would turn any old faucet.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna tell that one next time I share a campfire. Happiness is hard for me to find these days. Everywhere you look now, roads, fences, power lines, garbage.
But that's the world that we're living in. It's constantly changing.
Garbage left by men who feel like they ought to control everything, wherever they go. But when I find those pristine views, unmarred by man's footprints, well, everything's all right. But anyway, you know some funny stories, right?
And the last one, tell the story of the zombie who worked in vaudeville. If he wants only funny, then I'm not going to bother trying to find ones to evolve.
You're funny as hell, you know that? Folks say that the desert is deadly, that it kills. But it don't. It just doesn't care if anything in it lives or dies. It keeps on existing, no matter what, and pays no mind to the human drama we've brought upon it. So, you know any good jokes?
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and leave.
Anyway, I gotta get a move on, amigo. Can't stay in one place too long no more. Doubt we'll see each other again, but I hope the best for you.
Same to you.
Anyway, I gotta get a move on, amigo. Can't stay in one place too long no more.
Okay. That was 2 lines ago, man. I got nothing left here no more. Gonna head down to Old Mexico and rest my feet a spell. Adios, amigo. Achievement unlocked, Ray. And I got a flute carved from the rib of a horse. It has a sweeter sound than you'd expect. Okay. Well, we are, I think, about halfway done. We got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're exactly halfway done. We got through 8 of 16. So I'm thinking only a couple more episodes, maybe like 2 or 3, and then we'll be done. So yeah, I hope you guys are still enjoying yourselves. I'm enjoying the stories. The fact that it keeps doing 3 chapters makes it make even less sense to me that Jimmy was 4, but it's fine. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for checking out the video. I really do appreciate it. If you want to be notified of when I upload the next part of the file to the archives, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring that bell, as well as leave a like or comment if you so desire. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.
Upload successful. Click here to view previous files. Have a pleasant day.